Hello and welcome. So this is going to be a practice that you can do easily seated just about anywhere to relieve tension that is in your neck, your shoulders, and in your spine. So the more we sit, the more we tend to hunch forward or kind of like lean or go to a certain side. And so we'll often feel that throughout our bodies, especially towards the end of the day, maybe also when we wake up. And so this is your brief practice to undo and give back, give a little bit of TLC to those places that feel a little rigid and stuck. So find your way to a chair if you aren't already there. It doesn't matter really what chair you're in. It could be your kitchen chair. It could be a chair that you have at your desk, like I'm at. Preferably one that doesn't have arms, simply because it'll be in your way a little bit. So find your chair. If you need to pause this video, pause the video, and then come back. Get your feet on the ground. So you might notice that your inclination is to have your feet on the bar of a chair, or you're kind of like high on your toes, or maybe even your legs and feet are in the chair seat. Get your feet firm on the ground. Both feet on the ground. And even just notice, see how that feels. Feel the connection of your feet on the ground. Maybe you do a little bit of a press down through your feet as if you're going to leave a footprint, and feel that sense of engagement from your feet all the way up your legs. All right. And then notice the alignment of your spine. We're not going to be really rigid about your alignment, but we want relatively a tall spine, right? Your spine up over your hips. Soften your shoulders. And let's begin by just taking a few deep breaths. Hands might be in your lap. You could gaze down or even close your eyes. Begin to breathe in and breathe out. Take a long, slow breath in, maybe through your nose. When it comes time to breathe out, slowly breathe out, letting all of the air go. One more time, slow breath in. And slowly release that air out. Your eyes can stay closed or just a soft gaze. Begin to just simply roll your shoulders. Right? So this practice is meant to be really short, brief, and easily accessible, right? So things that you can do at any point in time. This is such a small and simple movement, but can reap big rewards. By that I mean, if you have a headache, if your shoulders feel really tight, this can go a long way in relieving some of that pain and tension. All right, let the shoulders come back to neutral. This one's going to be really simple. We're just going to turn the head one way, kind of over the shoulder. Might not actually go over the shoulder, but that's kind of the gist, right? And then come back through center, and then go to the other side. Slowly just find this movement in between both sides. So you're gazing over one shoulder, and then the next. And what you'll find here is likely you're going to experience what your range of movement in your neck is, your cervical spine. You may notice, my gaze does not go as far as I thought perhaps it would. My neck kind of gets stuck. If you notice that, don't force your head or your neck further than what it's naturally willing to do. And instead, just notice that, and rather than forcing yourself further in this moment, simply come back to this practice again and again. because with time, that can change. But forcing it right now, it's likely just going to lead to an injury or not a long-lasting change. Go to each side just one more time. Slowly come back to center. And bring your arms up like goalposts. Sometimes people think of a cactus. Whatever verbiage feels right for you. Your arms are kind of out in like these 90-degree angles. So first just stay here. Hold your arms here, and you might already start to feel a little bit of opening around your underarm, the front of your pec. Notice where else you might feel sensation. If you already feel a fair bit of sensation, you might just stay exactly as you are. If you want a little bit more, you can squeeze your shoulder blades back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You'll notice your arms maybe move just a little bit behind you. From here, simply reach your arms upward. Keep shoulders soft. They're probably going to try to get really high up towards your ears. From your arms extended overhead, come back down into your 90-degree arms. And just find that movement. Reach up and bring them back down. Continue this. You can even look up as your arms reach up and bring your gaze back neutral as you lower arms down. As you reach up, notice what you feel. Can you sense the feeling of lengthening through your underarms, through the sides of your ribs, the side of your body? What happens when you lower your arms back down? Do this 2 more times. After those times, let your hands come down and then gently shake your wrists off down by your sides. You can even sway your arms. Maybe you shrug your shoulders. It doesn't matter exactly what you do here. You're just finding a moment of reprieve, of rest, giving your arms, your shoulders a break for a moment. Awesome. So now we're going to move down into the spine. We've paid attention to the cervical spine a bit, right, your neck, and now the spine through your chest and your low back. And for this, you're simply just going to round forward, come back up through center, and now the chest is coming forward. You're rounding in the low back, and you can gently look up. Slowly come back through center. Rounding forward, shoulders are forward. Back, tall spine, heart forward, chest lifts, gaze might lift. Find your flow of movement in and out of these 2 shapes. We're creating movement in our spine simply because we don't move our spine enough. And when we don't move it, that's where the problems come, the tightness, the stiffness, the loss of mobility over time. Each variation of this, 1 more time. Back through neutral and pause. We'll close this practice with simply a few deep breaths. You can keep your hands in your lap. Maybe palms are down, facilitating a feeling of being grounded, being here. If you'd like to connect more with yourself, with your heart, you can bring a hand to your heart, maybe both hands to your heart, you choose. I invite you to close your eyes or just simply look down. feel your breath without needing to change anything. Just notice your breath. If your hand is on your heart, you might literally feel your breath as well. The chest rise and fall. If your hands are in your lap, sense the feeling of your chest, maybe belly, rising and falling. Take 3 deep breaths. So taking in a little more air than you might usually, breathing in. When it's time to exhale, slowly let all of the air go. 2 more times. Breathing in. And out. A 3rd time. Take a moment here to extend gratitude for yourself. Gratitude for creating this time to nurture your body and rest your mind. Your eyes are closed. Slowly begin to blink them open. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to supporting you next time.